What's up guys, Enderunknown here. I'm back with another Minecraft Redstone video, and it is one of my Ender's Redstone, I don't know, abominations, whatever you want to call it. Just a big tangle of wires and other redstoney stuff. Anyways, I'm going to be demonstrating my omnidirectional piston door, which I'm quite happy about. So, let us open it. That very satisfying opening sequence, and we can just walk into our corridor, and all that looks quite nice. So yeah, and again closing. Yep, very quick. What I like about this is it's maybe not as fast as I don't know, like a normal 3x3 piston door, but it is very close to as fast as a, like, it's not unreasonably slow for how big it is. Like, I can start walking through or going to any of the areas at a given point, and I think it closes pretty quickly as well. At least that last part. Anyways, so I am going to demonstrate how it is omnidirectional. Now, of course, polydirectional would be probably the proper term, because it can go all the directions except for up. We can't get into the ceiling somehow. We can, however, get into the basement through like a secret spy door. And that is what I will show right now. So we get our capsule around us, get crammed through the floor. You can just climb over the redstone, and of course, if this is actually something that I came up with after the fact, I would probably put like some sort of all of this would be the same court stuff, but we can just exit like this, and yeah. So I guess we can't really get back up there or activate it from the bottom. So really it's only great from, or functional from 4 directions, but that's something most people wouldn't expect. They'd think, oh no, I'm being crammed into a door, I don't want to be stuck here, so they're not going to try to stay there. But instead you can actually just force yourself through the floor and maybe have like a secret passageway elsewhere, I don't know. I'm going to try to explain how it works, but first I think I just like to bring attention to the fact that, like, it looks really nice. This is the only thing that looks bad, and that's a necessity for having the roof activated piston doohickey. Otherwise, that wouldn't be there, but it is important, so that's why we have a little observer out here. But what I'm really proud of is how everything, just aside from that, looks very nice. So if I go over to here, it's symmetrical. It doesn't, you don't see any of the redstone. You see some pistons, but they don't look bad. And then when it's opened, the opening sequence isn't the most prettiest thing, but it still is nice. And then, yeah, now that we're open, the blocks are just in the wall, and it's all symmetrical. I'm really happy with that. I don't really know why, because it's like, oh. And yeah, so I'm going to try to explain how this works, like I said. So everything's, depending on the concrete color, that builds different circuits. I've got the upper slime block, we'll call it honey. I don't know why I used honey blocks, probably because it's the 1.15 update. So this puts down the top, this like top little cross of blocks, and also brings them back up. This blue little circuit helps push the observer back down, so it's in a spot where it can interact with the note block. And it is triggered after the opening sequence is all, the opening sequence is all squared away, so it's triggered, it puts it in place, and then this block, the redstone block, is pushed into the right spot. So awaiting activation, it gets activated when this triggers here. This was actually really complicated to get worked out because I didn't have a lot of space for it, as you can see with my other stuff down here needing to still be there. Now, I mean, this isn't ideal that that's being triggered via this, but it doesn't really matter because that's just a block updater for a special interaction. The red circuit is kind of like the activating and deactivating circuit, and the pink is exclusive to deactivation. The cyan, sorry, are all the little door or corner, whatchamacallums, these blocks here. And that's probably the part that I'm most happy with, is that's just really turned out nice. We got the green, which is the bottom, it's only the bottom ring, not including the center. And then finally the orange, which deals with the center in a very unique and kind of complicated way. We have like a little totem with the top of a piston and an observer. So I can touch when it's in the bottom, or sorry, not when it's in the, okay, so when the note block is in the middle, I can activate it and it'll trigger all this. But then when it needs to push the observer back up, this slides in and pushes it up using the piston that's above this. If I can, it's kind of hard to, there's a piston, just take my word, there's a piston under that. And that has some unique timings that are all worked out down here. And then pink is to just, this is the reset switch for the redstone block, and yeah, that all is triggered when I flip this switch here. So as you can see, there's just a bunch of redstone going all over the place. And yeah, I always enter on that side. I don't know why. I'm really happy with this. It's not very survival buildable, and if I have time and can condense it, I would love to, because this would be a really cool build if it was a lot smaller. But currently it's not a lot smaller. There's just so many circuits that I have to weld together, with the various little wires. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I wish I could go up, but there's just not enough room. I actually did try cramming myself into a block, because if we could get ourselves to this point or something, we could go prone and then crawl out that way, but I was unable to. It always forced me. I'll show you what I mean. I gotta open it first. So ideally, to go down, you'd stand in the center, but then to go up, you'd stand on one of these pillar things here, or not pillars. Well, they're kind of pillars when it's closed. And yeah, so my head would get compressed into there, but I never got that to work. So I mean, if I tried jumping, I just get pushed into this side area, which actually kind of looks funny. Hello. And I was never able to get myself crammed into the roof. And I guess I probably could work out a way. It's just more so, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't have a lot of room. And I was happy with this where it was, and I didn't want to break it, so it might be possible. I'm sure there'd be a way. It would probably be a really bad, or not bad, makeshift way, to get to the basement. It's one of those, no one would expect that standing in the center and then clicking up would build this little wall around me and then push me through the floor. And I like that. Oh, here's the piston that I was saying that you should take my word on. It's right here. And yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. So thank you guys for watching, and that is Ender out.